Hey everyone, welcome back to your daily market wrap-up. It's Friday, May 29th, 2026. Today's session closed out decidedly mixed. The major indices finished green. But under the surface, it was a real tug of war. Let's jump right into the numbers. The S&P 500 climbed 0.25%, closing at 756.48. The Nasdaq did slightly better, gaining 0.37% to finish at 738.31. And the Dow Jones led the pack today, rising 0.74% to close at 510.78. So green across the board for the indices. But the story changes when we look at individual names. Let's talk about the Magnificent Seven. Because today was wild. Microsoft absolutely stole the show, surging 5.45% to close at $450.24. That is a monster move for a stock of that size. Whatever's driving that momentum, the market clearly loves it. But the rest of the Mag 7? Not so much. Alphabet dropped 2.51%, closing at $380.34. That's a notable slide. Nvidia fell 1.45% to $211.14. Tesla slipped 1.43%, finishing at $435.79. And Amazon rounded out the losers, down 1.23% at $270.64. So Microsoft single-handedly dragged the indices higher today. Without that massive rally, we'd be looking at a very different picture. Now let's check on commodities. Gold had a solid session, climbing over 1% to settle at $417.12 an ounce. Investors clearly looking for some safety on a mixed day. Silver was essentially flat, barely budging, down just 4 basis points at $68.33. And oil took a hit. WTI crude dropped 1.29%, falling to $129.09 a barrel. That's a move worth watching as we head into the summer driving season. Over in crypto, things were relatively calm. Bitcoin is basically flat, down just 2 basis points, sitting at $73,385. Ethereum showed a little more life, gaining 0.4% to trade at $2,011.57. Not much drama in the digital asset space today. Forex data was unavailable for this session, so we'll skip that and move right into the headlines. And there are some big ones. Gap shares tumbled 13% after the retailer slashed its sales guidance. Old Navy performance came in disappointing, and the market punished the stock hard. That's a rough day for retail. Here's a fascinating story. The FBI says a Google engineer used internal search data to win $1.2 million on Polymarket. That's an incredible allegation with serious implications for both the prediction market and Google. And the biggest headline of the day might be this one. Anthropic just raised $65 billion in funding. The AI company is now approaching a $1 trillion valuation ahead of a potential IPO. That is a staggering number and speaks volumes about where AI investment is headed. So to recap, indices closed green but the mood was mixed. Microsoft carried the day while 4 of the 5 biggest Mag 7 movers sold off. Gold rallied, oil slipped, and crypto stayed quiet. Looking ahead, keep an eye on that Anthropic IPO timeline. A $1 trillion debut would be historic. Also watch how oil reacts heading into the weekend. And see if Microsoft's momentum carries into next week or if profit-taking kicks in. That's your market close for today. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time.